What is the best antenna? And people are throwing up all kinds of things, but the answer is any antenna that's up in the air is better than any antenna you got. But isn't. You got to get some. Chad threw up. What did you throw up?
He's a jump 40-meter dipole built out of scrap copper wire or PVC pipe.
Right. Anything's better than no antenna. So get on the air. Get something up in the air. Another suggestion. Turn your radio on. Find your strategy. What do I want to do? Work your plan. Follow the band. Call CQDX. Listen. Get on there, listen to what's going on. Pay attention to what's going on. Now, this is the last slide, but I want to spend a few minutes talking about this. One of the things you got to think about when you work in propagation and when you work in DX is, as we've kind of alluded to all through this thing, the sun is the key ingredient. You want to follow the sun. Now generally, except in the middle of the summer when the sun goes straight overhead, generally, very simplistically, follow the sun. What do you do first thing in the morning? If you can rotate your Yagi or whatever you can do, or wherever, generally speaking, you want to be looking east. The sun's coming up in the east. First thing in the morning, point your antenna east. As you're slowly moving around, slowly start following the sun. Mid-morning, you're pointing more towards Africa. Slowly, about noontime, you're slowly starting to point towards South America. And then slowly, you're pointing out to the west Australia, and then the Orient, and then Southeast Asia, and then back around. Pretty soon you get Russia again. Now, in the nighttime, same thing happens. And once the sun goes down, start back in the east again. You can go long path or short path, but you slowly start working your way around the same thing again. Kind of follow the direction the sun does, because that's kind of what it's doing. Follow the gray line. Start with your lower bands. If you got the equipment for it, and it's dark, if you're working 80 meters is what I try and work first thing in the morning. 80 meters, the only people that are going to, I probably haven't said this enough times yet today, the only people who are going to be working 80 meter DX are the extra people. They're down in the extra band. They're at 35.00 through 35.25. It does not take very long to scan 25 kilohertz to see if somebody's out there. So I just point my antenna to the east, first thing in the morning, and slowly rotate the dial up through 80 meters. If I don't hear anything, I kick it up to 40 meters. And I can do the same thing. You're going through 25 kilohertz, 40 meters. And so you kind of do that, and you work that, and then you flip a long path. Start doing the same thing long path. The world is 25,000 miles in circumference. Okay? And many times, we'll work long path, and 12,500 miles is halfway around the world, but we'll work 15 or 16,000 miles because it's going long path and all the way back to the stations working. Because why do we go all the way around? Because that's where the propagation is. It doesn't do any good to work the shortest path if they can't hear you or you can't hear them. You got to go where the propagation is. Start with your lowest band, slowly work your way up. Doesn't do any good to work 10 meters, 12 meters, 15 or 17 meters at 6 o'clock in the morning because the sun's not up and there's no propagation. So you work your low bands first thing in the morning, follow the sun around. As the sun comes up, start moving it. You want to be on the highest frequency you can, unless for some reason you're trying to work DXCC or something on a particular band. But if you want to work propagation, you want to be on the highest frequency. You want to be on 10 meters. Believe me, you want to be on 10 meters, because 10 meters is the bestest, greatest, fastest least power, loudest band you can work, but it doesn't do any good to work 10 meters if nobody can hear you, you can't hear them. So you gotta get on the band where the people are and where the people are gonna be. So start with your low bands in the morning and use the spotting networks. Mark talked about spotting networks a little bit. I talked about spotting networks, I think when I did the CW thing a year or so ago. But get on the CW, get on the spotting network and see where these people are being spotted. And if you can work them from the western United States and slowly follow that around. Look west long path and look east short path. Follow the sun around. As the propagation fades, move up a band. Follow the sun. Follow the gray line. Whoops. I broke my freezing fish. There was nothing for it. Anyways, any questions? Yes,
Can I
sir.
just share something I talked to you about? We were back to antennas again.
What?
I want to share something I talked to you about back when we were talking antennas a couple months ago. I've only been on the air again now for 3 months, and when I first got this radio, the only antenna I had was a mag-mount CV antenna in my attic on a metal pot, because that's what I had. After I bought the radio, I couldn't afford an antenna. I got Mexico, Hawaii, and Canada on that piece of crap. So once again, the antenna you have up is better than the antenna you wish you had.
Any other questions or comments? Okay, thank you.
Yeah,